Hello people of YouTube, I'm 2Z Porygon, and I actually decided to start recording free playthroughs at the same time. Yeah, for real, free playthroughs. First my replay of Resident Evil Village, and then Samurai Jack the Shadow of Aku, and now I'm starting a playthrough on a game on the Nintendo Gamecube. In fact, it's pretty much yet another replay. In fact, I recorded the same game on the PlayStation 2, well I assume it was the PS2 version, but I'm about to replay Robots the Game. A game based on one of my most cherished childhood movies of all time. I used to be pretty obsessed with the Robots movie. I wanted to own as much of the toys as possible and many of the books and such. I just really enjoyed the movie. And, well, I don't remember if... Well, actually, I think I have played this version of the game as a kid. But of course, I mostly played the Gameboy Advance version. And I have a playthrough of that version as well. In fact, my GBA version playthrough was definitely one of my most popular videos on YouTube. And how can I not be grateful for that? Like always, I'm gonna let all the logos go through. And now it's on to the game's title screen. Okay, oh wait, sorry, I didn't mean to pick load. A new game starts now. I'll just use my C file. Oh yes, and this game happens to feature, or the cutscenes in this game are clips from the movie. That, you should understand that I must cut. Although they're not just clips from the movie, but they also feature narration from Rodney's father. And I think they still count as copyrighted clips. So I still have to cut them out. Let's begin now. Unlike the GBA version, this version starts off in Rodney's hometown called Rivit Town.
Hey, Rodney! If you're going to Robot City, you'll need to fix your Wonderbot. I grabbed its blueprint, so you just need to find the pieces. Take a look around, and then come see me behind Mr. Tinhead's shop.
And you can see that you start off playing as Rodney as a kid, rather than a young adult like in the GBA version, but like his father Herb said, you must follow the trail of scrap behind Mr. Tinhead's shop, and collect oh wait, hold on a sec. I can never remember to invert these controls so that I can move the camera in the in the way I prefer it. Like moving the C-stick right for right and left for left, and you get the idea. And yes, the current goal, or well, one of the goals for level 1 is to collect all of the blueprint pieces for Rodney's Wonderbot.
Hey, Rodney, glad you made it. Now, let's practice jumping. See these crates? You can reach the tops by jumping. For the really high ones, use your double jump. If you don't quite reach, don't worry. You'll grab the ledge, and then you can lift yourself up.
Well, that is pretty useful. Time to get those pieces. And it's pretty much always 16 blueprint pieces you gotta find in many levels of the game. It says there that you use the Z button to make Rodney slide. And for a kid, he seems pretty agile, being able to double jump and such. But that's all the pieces around here.
Well done, son. That's all the pieces in this area. I'm going to the town hall. There's some more pieces there. Come find me when you get a chance.
Rodney totally has a chance to see you again. Oh yes, and because this is a movie-based game, a majority, or well, many of the characters, they don't have the original voice actors from the movie. Although some of the characters do, actually. Like Herb, for example, Rodney's dad, he does have his original voice actor, Stanley Tucci. I think that's how his last name is pronounced. But this is the part where... Oh wait, hold on a sec. This old robot right here, he has a favor to ask Rodney. And you hit the X button to talk to people.
Hey there. Is that you, Rooney? Good to see you. Listen, could you do me a favor? I've lost my keys somewhere. Could you look for them for me, Rooney?
It's Rodney, sir. But, oh hey, here's something else I want to show. When you try to go down here to this street, if you try to go any further, well, this guy right here will stop you.
Hey, kid, where do you think you're going? This street's closed for today's parade. Get out of here.
Jeez, you gotta be so harsh on a kid? I could just kick him for that. In fact, that's exactly what Rodney has. As a kid anyway, he can kick things. And you can also kick certain objects to get scrap out of them. Like this, I forget what these things are called that carry newspapers. But hey, you can also talk to random people in Rivit Town.
Can't talk, places to go, robots to see. Woo.
It sounded like he had a feminine voice, even though it looks like a male robot. But hey, let's talk to these ladies next.
Have you seen my little dog bot? He's so cute. He's got one eye and answers to the name of Choo-Chee.
Nope, haven't seen any robot dog around here.
I broke a nail plate this morning. I'm too upset to talk.
Okay, sorry about your nail.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Yeah, well, newsflash, neither are kids. They should never talk to strangers. Even though Rodney did that anyway. But let's get the rest of the Wonderbot pieces now.
Well, Rodney, time to test those skills you learned. Hop on this elevator, and it will take you up above the shops. Once you've found all the Wonderbot pieces, bring them to me, and we'll see if we can get them working.
You're seriously sending your young boy up onto rooftops of the shops. Do you not think for a second that it sounds rather dangerous? Despite how agile Rodney is here? But Rodney will be okay. He's a big boy, even as a little kid. This right here is a zip line. All you have to do is jump to it. Oh yes, and as for the old robot's keys, I know exactly where they are. And he'll give you a reward for it too. It's not a very useful reward anyway, but I'm gonna do him that favor. Here's the last blueprint piece. You gotta talk to Herb again after you find them all.
Well done, Rodney. You found all the pieces. Let's see if we can get them working. There we go. Rodney, I'm really proud of you. It's a fantastic invention. I've been waiting for a day like this to give you a gift. Here. I have to go to work now, but come meet me at the diner once you put on your grow-ups. Just follow the trail of scrap I've left for you.
Boy, did Rodney grow up fast or what? How he even put his adult parts on by himself is beyond me. I mean, wouldn't he have had to detach his own limbs and such? It's just... I don't know. It's not even important anyway. But this here is the diner Herb works at. In fact, he's a dishwasher at that diner. Yeah, that's right, Rodney's the son of a dishwasher. I remember the movie pretty well, despite how long it's been since I've seen it. You gotta go into the kitchen and talk to him again.
Now, Rodney, you need to be able to look after yourself in the city. I'm going to show you how to use a scrap launcher. Hold down the inventory button and rotate the items until your scrap launcher is selected.
Yep, Rodney just has his scrap launcher out of nowhere, and he didn't even have to build it like in the Gameboy Advance version.
Excellent work, son. That's the scrap launcher. There are two ways of using it. Let's give the first a try. See those plates over there? Try smashing them with your scrap launcher.
And you can see Rodney has his wrench too. Of course, he doesn't get the wrench until after he puts on his grow-up parts, but Let's now destroy those plates, and Herb's best hope he doesn't get in trouble for this. I remember how grouchy his boss is in the movie.
Excellent work, son. Mr. Gunk will probably deduct from my paycheck for all those. But if you learned from it, then it's worth it. Anyway, I'll tell you a little secret now. There's a second mode for accurate scrap launching. You see that target behind me? Hold the target button and hit the bullseye to start the conveyor belt.
By holding the R button, the game shifts to first person as Rodney aims his projectile-type weapons. But there's the target, and you hit Y to shoot.
Well done. You can use the scrap launcher against any bad robots, but you'll need scrap. If you run out, you can always use your wrench, but it's not as powerful. Listen, Rodney. Some of the customers have complained about noises coming from out back. Could you check it out? Meet me outside the town hall once you're finished.
You got it, Pops. Now you can see that Rodney currently has 195 scrap. And the scrap isn't just ammo for the scrap launcher, but it's also currency. Which is why I use the scrap launcher as little as possible, but oh god. Those robot dogs don't look friendly at all. They must be the ones causing all the noises. It's time for Rodney to send them both to the pound. Or better yet, the scrapyard. These are the first two enemies you face in the game.
My dad taught me that.
I gave both of them a face full of wrench. And look what we have here. It's the old man's key. So once I talk to him again, I'll get that reward that's not exactly useful again. Let's talk to some of the customers.
If I weren't so hungry, I'd love to chat.
Well, you got your food already.
One good rain would really wipe this city out.
Rain? Why would rain wipe out the entire city? Well, then again, I guess robots end up getting rusty from getting wet. Or something like that.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Okay, sorry. Let's just go meet up with Herb again. After I return the key to the old man. And the old man's still there? Oh, sir, I found your key.
You found them! Oh, well done, Rooney. Here, I'll give you a prize to thank you. This is a trick chip. You can use it with your Wonderbot. Just select it in your inventory. You should be able to find more of these on your travels. Why not try and collect them all? How did you get in my room?
Who the heck's he talking to? But, yeah, the Wonderbot trick that he gives you, it doesn't really do anything to help you throughout the game. It just shows you what Wonderbot can do. You select it and hit Y again. Wow, he actually conjures up some maracas. Very nice, Wonderbot. That's some pretty good dancing. But now I need to continue on.
Good work, Rodney. I think you're ready to go. There's just one last thing. The train fare. Inside the town hall, you'll find enough gold scrap laying around to buy a ticket. Well, in you go. And watch out for those security bots. They don't like people snooping around for lost scrap.
Security bots? Oh, I can tell that they don't like intruders. That they never welcome intruders, like Rodney. But Herb mentioned that you need to find gold scrap, which is the currency you need to buy a train ticket. This right here is an item shop. And there are several things you can buy, including full health, and a free save, a free manual save. But you also have Maxi Scrap 500, which increases your scrap capacity to 500. There's also a gold super sight that when you're aiming with a projectile weapon, that you can see the location of all the gold scrap. While this right here lets you see the location of mission items that you need to find. And you can also buy new Wonderbot trait chips. and also bonus content too. Oh, Wonderbot Magna Fetch. This allows Wonderbot to collect scrap, like whenever he's near scrap. And it does sound useful, so I'm gonna buy that while I have the chance. Okay, so you can see the security bots roaming around. You could shoot at them. In fact, I should mention right now that the scrap launcher doesn't have a very good range. Like, you have to be close enough to the enemies to actually hit them.
You picked the wrong day to be bad.
You could try to shoot that box over there. Oh, okay, so I was able to hit them from here, but really, the scrap doesn't shoot very far. And besides, I like to save up scrap for buying things anyway, so I'm gonna take out the rest of the security bots with my wrench. Another thing I should mention, that unlike in the Game Boy Advance version, none of Rodney's weapons can get upgrades, like the wrench for example. Well actually, the scrap launcher technically does get upgrades, but all the upgrades is a different kind of ammo, or variations of scrap launcher ammo, that you can buy from the shop as well. But they're not available at the shop in this place, but you'll see what the new types of ammo are in a later level. I just got the first of the 10 gold scrap you need to find. There's a spraying pad right here. You double jump and hit B to use it. And now I'm gonna go up here to this lift. That right there was the next gold scrap piece. And there's another one here. And you can see the other two here. This button here activates this updraft here. And of course there's another one right here, and there will be another gold scrap. There's also this thing, which you interact with by holding down the X button, and Rodney uses his wrench on it. What this does is turn off the 2 fans that are right here. Or 4 fans, rather. Of course they'll blow you off if you try to go across. Alright, I got one left to get. I'm also sorry to say that Rodney's one of those characters who doesn't have the same voice actors in the movie. Ewan McGregor didn't reprise his role here, or however his first name's pronounced. In fact, his voice actor is the same guy who played Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Star Wars movies. Well, in the prequel trilogy anyway. But that's all the gold scrap. Let's now get over to that train station and finish level 1 of the game. I'm also going to be recording 1 level per video, including many of the very short levels that there are, like City Raceway and Sewer Showdown. You just go to the train station. Herb will be there too, but you don't have to talk to him again. You just have to talk to the ticket contendant. I mean, not contendant, attendant. Yeah, that's the word. Oh, and hey, you know what? I'm just gonna hit a bunch of stuff to get some extra scrap. And you can't actually destroy these objects. They just stop dropping scrap after you hit them enough times. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. You can hear that the vehicles honk whenever you run up in front of them. Nah, I think I'm ready to go now. You can talk to Herb again if you want. He'll just remind you to talk to the attendant.
Hi, Rodney. That gold scrap hasn't burned a hole in your pocket yet, huh? Don't be shy. Go up to the attendant and buy your ticket.
What pocket? Rodney has no pockets, he's a robot. But after you talk to this guy and accept the train ticket, the first level will be over.
Hi there. Our next train is the Robot City Express. Tickets cost 10 gold scrap. Would you like one?
I most certainly would.
Enjoy your trip!
And that's it. You get a chance to save your game after finishing each level. And since level 1 is done, part 1 of this playthrough is done too. So, thank you all for watching. I shall see you next time in the second level. Bye guys.